Maar alles zou ik via bollen. Alles. En mijn vader ook. Alles via bollen. Ja? Oké, ja. Juist, oké, ja. Jij? Ja hoor, jij? Ja, jij? Ja. Ja, ik weet het. Jij? Ja, jij. Ja, maar dan heb ik ook met die slippers. Kijk, deze heb ik nooit bij dit zo. En deze zijn mijn nieuwste. Maar ze kost gewoon 40 euro, hè? Slippers. Ja, moet je maar kijken. Of hij me gelijk weer uit. En dan doen we er ja, oké, ja, snap ik. Ja, dat vind je deze ook niet voor mij, hè? Ja. Maar echt, op Twitch, hè? Op Twitch, altijd. Ik denk, hoe dan, nou? Ik had minimaal 20 kijkers, hè? Minimaal. Op Twitch. Echt wel. En dan kwam ik ook door die muziek. Ja. Ja, dat is heel lastig. Dat is heel lastig dan. Oh, kijk. Dat zou voor je ook niks nou. Het is wat. Maar ik zit te denken, zou ik ook stofzuigen? Eigenlijk niet nodig hoor. Nou, mijn moeder en mijn stiefvader, ja, die kwamen vandaag al, was voor mijn verjaardag, weet je wel. Nou, voor mij is alles netjes. Ja, waarom moet ik stofzuigen? Slapen. Ja, misschien straks. Ja, maar ze komen pas om een uur of 4. Tijd dan. Zaterdag? Weet je toch? Zaterdag? Zaterdag?
Oh.
Zaterdag, jongen. 7 juni. ben ik 9 jaar ouder. Nee, wat wel leuk, zaterdagavond ga ik met live. En op mijn vaak hoe oud ben je geworden? Ik zeg 25. 25. Oh, maar makelaar, hé, ik kijk er even hier op. Dat doe je. Ja, dat klopt wel, ja. Ja, dat je bij het dorp, klopt wel. Hoe is het met jou, jongen, makelaar? Ik had het niet eens gezien. maar ik denk, ik zit alleen tegen Shabba Never praten. Hoe is het met jou, nee, jongen? Ja, ook goed, jongen. Toppie. Echt top. Toppie. Nee, echt, ik voel me echt helemaal goed. Zaterdag wil je 37. Ja, maakt het niet uit. Nou, ik ken zo vaak, hè. Mensen vragen zo al bij je. Nee, echt waar. Maar als ik zeg 27, zeg ze ja, dat klopt het wel, ja. Nou, echt waar. Ja, maar ik ben 4 jaar jonger, hè. Zeg ze ja, dat klopt het. Maar ik zie dat goed uit. Ja. Wie is deze? Ja? Nee. Nee, maar echt. Nee, maar als je mijn vrouw zo ziet, hè, mijn vrouw. Nou, wat hij heeft gedronken aan bier, hè? Nou, dat is echt niet normaal. Dat is echt. Ja, maar dat ging echt tot 5, 2,5 liter per week, hè? Door de week, hè? En ook door de kroeg in het weekend, hè? Dat was echt niet normaal. Nou, op een gegeven moment was hij rond 45 kilo. Dus de kop zag er niet meer uit. Maar nu, hè? Als je hem nou ziet, hè, hij ziet er echt goed uit. Dat is mooi gedaan. Ja. Maar die heeft zijn leven gezond, hè, joh. Want dit heeft nog geen nou echt. Oh, zo bedoel je. Zo bedoel je. Want dit leeft nog kind. Ja, dat is wel een keer trouwens niet. Nee. Dat hou ik niet, hoor. Ja, nee, maar als ik zo doorga nu. Ja, maar als je nou komt, misschien wel, hè. Ja, je weet het nooit, hè. En trouwens, en oud worden, dat soort dingen, maar ik vind het echt bullshit. Ja. Doen niet meer, ja, wat? Wat niet meer? Ja, jij zegt doe niet meer en deze wat jij doet is een blootje draaien. Ja, ik weet niet, maar ja.
Ik zei
Ja,
weg.
check. Nou, maar benen nog maken laten, niet? Ah, je moet werken zeker, hè? Ja, je werkt voor je eigen, toch? Dus je lekker thuis. En je meisje ook toch, Shannon? Je werkt ook gewoon voor de eigen. Dacht ik, toch? Jullie werken allebei voor je eigen, toch? En hoe is het met je hondje? Mama, mama, mama. Ja, dat horen we toch niet. Hè? Ja, ze denken dat ik ben, maar Kjeld weet alles hoor. Ja, ik weet alles. Ja. Ja. Hey, even kijken, Shabba. Wacht, kijk, laat de palm zien kijken. Kijk, kijk, kijk hier in de mouw, zo'n grote. Eens kijken. Niet normaal, hè? Kijk, die bladeren. Ja, mooi hè, mooi is die hè. Dat is niet normaal. Nou, zo. Moet je nou kijken. Nou, nooit bij de hoofdbak zo hoor. Ik denk dat het ook is even. Niet normaal, zal hij 2000. Hij is helemaal vol, hè, dat blad. Helemaal. Ja, vanmiddag komt Steve ook. Dan ga ik met hem kijken. Maar hij gaat er wel een paar afknippen, denk ik. Nee, maar vallen moet je ook hebben. Nee, waar? Als je het niet hebt, dan weet je nooit meer kwijt. Echt waar. But yeah, I mean, if you're good with this, I'll do the 800.
cool on everybody. Appreciate y'all tuning in. And a lot of times in the past, I've stolen packages that I bought on eBay and they sold, and I packaged them up, shipped them out. This was one my dad bought at a yard sale as well, and Snap-on sockets from a couple videos ago. We put them on eBay. They didn't ship for a couple days, and we sold $500. So he already packaged them up after he looked at them. There's a label on them, get them out. Hope you enjoy the rest of this video. Hey, how you doing? Is it like high-end stuff? Like high-end stuff, or not really? I have a Music Man bass, white blue bass, it's a revolve. It's made in California, handmade. It's custom. And I think wow. I'll take a look at it and see you. Okay, but here I don't want to take you away from the sale. Have you? Okay. Like that stickers on it. Okay. Ball, and these are good strings too, high end. Yeah. A little dusty. Yeah, just from sitting. But we sell, this one sells used for about $2,200. And what makes it special is when I ordered it, I had to match the headstock to the body. Okay. And you won't find that on... For the matching top and bottom? Yeah, you won't find that on hardly any of them. I played on probably over 200 records. Oh, you have? Yeah, that's my space. Oh, dang. Yeah, a 6-bolt neck, which you don't find very often. Yeah, just little stuff, nothing really. Looks really good. Yeah, just little things, but I mean, it doesn't matter. That stuff isn't a big deal. I mean, what do you think? What would be your rock bottom on it? I mean, I hate to, you know, I know I've threw you into this. I just asked for it, so you weren't thinking about it. But I mean, I know I wasn't thinking about it. I didn't think I'd be able to sell it out there. Yeah. People want to give you $100 or something. You know how y'all sell it. Yeah, I can't sell it. No. Oh, no, I know. It's in almost mint condition. Yeah, it's really nice. I was no doubt. 800. Give you some plenty of headroom. How about if I throw in the amp? What kind of amp is it? It's a custom brand. Is it bigger or smaller? No, it's a bass amp. So it's like a speaker bass, like a. Just sit there. Let me look at that real quick. Cause we're close to doing something. I just want to just slide it over, or however if you want to sit it for a second. I'll watch it and make sure nobody touches anything or messes with anything.
And my son showed up.
Oh, it's called custom. When you said custom, I thought you meant it was just like a custom thing, but it's called a custom. And that works all good. I mean, I'll take your word for it. It all works good.
Oh, yeah,
There's no issues. There's no issues with it or anything. So with this, 850 combined. 850. Yeah, this is nice. But yeah, I mean, if you're good with this, I'll do the 800. Just this and that, right? Yep, just these two things. So. Get that, but we'll find a spot for it. Probably just in the back seat would probably be the best.
I didn't even know you were over here.
Oh yeah? How's it going?
Right now I have a chest pain, to be honest.
That ain't good.
No, the back, it's my gallbladder right now. I was wondering if you were interested in buying this. I just had it appraised. But he has so many things like this. He said he can't use it now. It's all diamonds.
Yeah, stuff like this we more so go off the gold, so that's probably a piece we really wouldn't use and mess with like that. It's not that, I mean, it's nice, it's just when stuff like that is bought from like Zills or K Jewelers, we can never get.
I don't know where it's for. The tag's still on it.
What are you appraised of that?
He did 300.
Yeah.
So if you go to pawn, I never pawned before, so this is my very first one. So he's like, if you go to a pawn shop, let them, it's all diamonds, he said. You know, he says it's all diamonds. He said, if you go to a pawn shop, nowhere's under 300.
Yeah.
And I said, really? He says, no, if you want to take 250, but I would say, I don't know, this is my first time. I just figured I'd stop here. So you're new. Welcome to the neighborhood.
All right.
Multiple visitors from the Netherlands since I've been here. Actually, my good friend Hugo is coming real soon. He's staying for a few weeks. He's one of my oldest friends in Amsterdam. I've known him for years and years. He's also friends with Weenie Walks, if you know him. But yeah. Yo, we're definitely coming through, we're planning a trip, it's gonna happen in January, blah, 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 you know, so it's like, dude, the world is small. The world is small. Also DC, let me put it to you this way, I'm from Illinois, in the United States, and I moved to the Netherlands in 2009, and when I lived in Amsterdam, everyone always asked me, do you miss Chicago? Do you miss Illinois? Do you miss your family? Do you miss America? And then I moved to Thailand and people were just asking me if I miss Amsterdam. They're like, well, what about Illinois? Is that not a thing anymore? But the answer is no, I don't miss them. But it's not because it's like I don't like it there. It's not about that. It's like I'm so excited about looking forward and moving forward with it. I don't get nostalgic or sad about looking back, you know? It's really, like, it's hard to describe, but it's like, I'm content. I'm happy. Life is good, bro. Life is good. I got ice cream in the freezer. I got Coca-Cola in the fridge. I got sparkling water. I got a big old thing of frosting and a half a bottle of rum. Let's go. It's a solid mindset to have. I went to traveling, you know. I left my home my home base, that place that you guys are talking about, that I'm asking if I miss, I left that like 16 years ago, right? And hey, what up, Shabbatai? Jesus. But looking forward is so much better than looking back. But it doesn't mean that you deny it. You're a sum of your experiences and past. Honor it in that way. And looking forward. And then, in case anyone is wondering, any of you guys are wondering what I'm doing here, this is a device called the Dab X. The Dab X Go. And right now what I have is a reusable 2-gram cart in it that has, this is just pure THC diamonds in a liquid form without any terps whatsoever. It tastes like nothing. It looks like this when it's in a jar. If you guys are new to my channel, you've never watched before, I 420 hard. I was judged for the Amsterdam Coffee Shop Awards 2 years in a row, 2023 and 2024. I used to be a very frequent visitor of all the coffee shops in Amsterdam. They would hand me samples all the time. No taste, Shabbatai. No taste. Get some terp sauce. Fuck it. Fuck it, Vital Cyclist. I don't want it. Just let me get that fucking dry diamond hit. You understand? And how stoned I am right now from that one puff. Do you just like roll a joint? You want some terps, smoke a joint, and then take a hit of that shit in the middle of it while you're smoking your joint. You will get terps plus extra THC. It's like having an espresso, an extra shot of espresso in your cappuccino, in your iced cappuccino. You know, a little extra shot. So you got your terps from something else. You don't need to kill your diamonds by mixing in some weird terp sauce that you're gonna get sick of the flavor after a while. That's the move, dude. We just smoked a joint downstairs and then a cigarette, and then now a couple of hits of this. It's not. It tastes like nothing. It tastes like thick air. Oh Lord have mercy. It tastes like thick air, bro. That's it. Speaking of thick air, I have to water my plants. Hold on. Hold on. I'll just put up these real quick. I don't think they need a deep water today, but they probably would like a good spraying. I've been taking real good care of my plants, man, but the succulent here is really hard to make happy. I don't know what's going on with it. Everything I tried doesn't seem to work. I think it might die, but we'll see. Those are ones just like let them sit for a long time and eventually they'll, you know. What up, 3D lasers? Give us a little saucer or something. Proper water like this. No sugar, still dry. This guy, same. Normally I would like put them in something and just let it soak up the water from the bottom. But I've done that recently, so that's probably good on the bottom, but that's probably enough to let it chill like that. This one I'm going to leave alone. I water it frequently, and I think it doesn't like it. I'm going to let it get watered less frequently. Just switch it down. Guys, I love my plants. This is like my Zen practice. I love doing this shit. For sure, Poppy. What up? You're right. I don't know if that necessarily means you think it's the be-all, end-all of streaming and stuff like that, but I think it's really good for IRL. What's this fuck said? I denied it. I denied it. I owe him an apology, actually. That's, Rick 9K over at, Go Girl stream. He's like every once in a while visitor of my stream. For years and years. Because he's kind of a stream tech kind of guy, so we talk tech every once in a while. Or just like, talk shit about tech every once in a while. Is that aloe vera plant? No, this is like definitely some form of like spider plant type thing. Something along that family. But with much thicker stalks and shit. Spider plant or like those tall like draconia, whatever they're called, draconia. Like that. This is a fern. I don't know what this is, but I'm letting it grow to find out. This is some sort of succulent. This is something that you find growing everywhere. It's some sort of this like little vine, whatever, nothing crazy. The same. This is just another view of it. The same. You know what? I'm just gonna do it this way. Soon. Got a snake plant or a monstera? I don't have a monstera. I might get one in the future because they like this kind of weather. But I do have a snake plant, and that bad boy is right over there. We're gonna give him some light and give him some light and some water in a second, right here. I'm gonna empty this in there. Yes, it does help a lot with purifying stuff like that, but I also have an air purifier, so it's not entirely necessary for me. But I love spraying my plants. These are the kind of plants that do enjoy like a humid environment, and it's definitely less humid than normal in my apartment compared to what they've been used to, because these guys grew up outside here in Bangkok. So they're getting, well, definitely better air quality in here since the air is purified. And I think I'll just leave that other one alone. This guy can go back in the window and keep on dripping. Dripping balls. Same with this one. Seems okay. I'm going to chill now. And we'll just turn this way. So maybe it's turning that way again. What are we doing here? No more drips. Cool. Go back up here. This one's got sprayed for a little bit. And you know what? Goodbye. Actually pretty good. I think that probably doesn't need it, but ferns are like thirsty. They like a lot of water, but then if you get too much water, then they get moody and die. Ferns are a pain in the ass sometimes, but like I would put that there and watch it suck that up, and then like in a couple hours, if there's still water there in an hour or so, you just empty it out and let it drain. Thai roadside plant shop. It was from a place called, the motorcyclist, a place called The Garden, Ekamai. Here in Ekamai, it's just called The Garden. Twitch Cook, what I missed? Oh, bro, you didn't know? 3D Lasers, are you familiar with the Kick Partner Program? The one where they pay streamers an hourly rate in order to stream on Kick? Well, I'm doing that right now. I'm multi-streaming on Twitch and Kick at the same time, and I'm in the partner program. So I get an hourly rate to be online and give you guys content. and it's based on viewership and chat activity. So if you want to support ad-free as well, like if you be able to hang out and shit and have like hanging out and being active in chat will actually increase my revenue, then please keep a tab open for me over there too. It'd be amazing. Thanks, Shabba, I appreciate that. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, we're in. We're in. Pretty cool, huh? Excited. So right now we are streaming. Right now we are streaming on King and Twitch, and on King I'm in the running the partner program right now. Oh, right, I remember Shabba Never stream. My streams are fire, but you listen to trolls, let them piss you off, and that's bad. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry, this is idiotic of me. Alright. It counts if you just lurk there? Fuck yeah, it does. It sure does. Yeah. There is a really funny line from George Carlin. When life gives you lemons. Actually, I think I can say it on Kick, but I probably can't say it on Twitch. You're missing out. Okay, hold on. Let me roll this roll. Oh no! Microwave. Save this bottle. I use this for water. Really love the fish tank streams. Yeah, you should just make it emote-only unmanned fish tank stream. This has happened multiple times. Dude, look. I know. Because the button's right there and I just go. That's what happens. That's why. The button is just like it's sticking out on the actual knob. So it's like it stands out the most out of anything on the microwave. So it's like guaranteed I'm gonna hit it. And sure, in cold water because of the energy cost, they change the. Oh yeah. But do you have to do when you're saying cold water? Is it just like room temperature water? Because I had an Oxalolo for a while, and that motherfucker was very difficult to take care of because he required like the water to be like 16 degrees at all times. And even if your house is 16 degrees, the water is going to be 18 or something, or 19. It's going to get up there 20, and they hate it. They hate it. Their body gets moldy and their skin falls off of the warmth. So it needs to be colder than that. You know, you try 20 years okay for most fish. Okay. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, look at this with actual walls. Like, they want 16 is like really like you probably wanted 15 to be honest. Like 16 is and it's so grown. So yeah, you gotta find exactly. It's a pain in the ass, dude. And for a while, I was like, man, having an axolotl is so cute and sweet, but I need to be able to have a basement or something like that. You know, a basement that's nice and cool, including in the summer, so that the tank doesn't warm up so much. Because every summer, I had to put them in the fridge. I had to hibernate them in the fridge. Axolotls, if you put them in the fridge in a large stream of water, they will like slow their body down to nothing. And what you can do is every day swap out their water with tank water. And you just put them in, you just scoop them up gently inside something else so that they don't come out of the water. And then like half of the water, like just kind of slowly recycle the water, get their poops out of there and shit. And over time, like you just kind of keep changing out their shit like that. And you put them in the and eventually they'll just stop pooping. And they literally just like sleep in that fridge. You can leave them there for months. You can leave them there for like a year. They'll survive it completely fine. And then if you bring their temperatures up a little bit and wake them up and stuff like that, then they'll start to eat and then they're just like back to normal. It actually is really good for them, really healthy for them to like naturally hibernate and shit. But it also works in the summertime when you just absolutely cannot keep their waters to temp. I was looking into some ways of getting that to work. And bro, what I had to do, what they were telling me I had to do was fucking take a like a mini fridge, a bar fridge. You take a bar fridge and you drill holes in the side of it. Careful not to fuck up the electronics or anything in the side. Drill holes in the side of it to line some tubes through, and you get a water pump that goes inside the outside of the fridge, and you pump water out of the tank and through a super long, as much of a coil as you can possibly cram in that refrigerator. Okay, completely pack it, completely full. Yeah, and then turn it up to max, and then close it, and you have it running in, coil like crazy, and then back out, and then into the tank again, like return back in, and then over time it'll get it to where you need it to be. You know, you gotta like sit there and dial in the fridge to get it where it needs to be, but that's the move. But you have to run an entire fucking fridge to do it. They don't sell any like commercial, like home axolotl enthusiast level tank coolers. They don't have them. They don't exist. I searched for years. It's impossible to get them. At least in Europe, impossible to get. The only ones I ever found were ones for like cooling huge tanks, like huge. Like the cooler was like a unit like this fucking big, like crazy shit like that. And it was like, you know, $3,000 for it, and requires a non-standard power outlet and shit. Like what the fuck? So it was like impossible to do. I was like, I guess we're not. Like, I'm not getting a fridge just for an axolotl. It's crazy, you know. So we ended up giving them to a fish enthusiast, someone like Shabba Never, who already had an axolotl, and he did have a fridge-style fucking cooling system for it. And they wanted a buddy for their axolotl. Turned out my male axolotl was actually a female axolotl. I had no idea. And they ended up having a shitload of axolotl babies. Pretty cool. Like within 2 weeks, they sent a photo to me like, oh, by the way, it was a boy, or it was a girl. I was like, oh shit, sorry man. And they were like, no, this is awesome. They were really happy about it, so all full of well. My axolotl's name was Little Bits. Because everything he ate was little bits. Like you would take, if you would, like his diet was shrimp and worms, but he was little, so his diet, you had to chop up the worms. You would have to like chop up a worm or chop up a frozen shrimp into little pieces, and then let him go at the piece. So he would eat little bits. So I started calling his name is Little Bits. He was awesome. He was a great little dude. Or do that apparently. Little Bits. What a name, right? Yeah. It was a lot of fun. I had to like. How about you? You crazy Dutch bastard. Hi, Alan. Thank you. Raybo. What's up, buddy? How you doing? You have the head day holding a lotus flower sub badge now. Sick. Thank you. The 17 months might be. Next month you'll get a new badge. Ooh. So guys, I have for 4 years I've had these same 6 badges that only went up to 1 year as a subscriber on Twitch. Okay, I never had more than those sub badges. They were made for me by Celestial Bean Art. She's really cool, but I never updated them. Asked her to make more. Nothing. I just left it up, and eventually. Yesterday, or day before yesterday, I made all new sub badges. It goes all the way up till 6 months. Basically nobody is gonna need a new badge for 1 year from now. 1 year. It's all the way up to like 5 years, or 4.5 years I have already set up. Yes. So that means that until someone hits 5 years, so until someone hits 60 months, and right now my subscriber month is the longest possible, it's 51 months. So until 9 months from now, there will be no need for another one. Image text and tie baller, thank you. I put a lot of work into that. Do you like it? Yeah, like that was no like straight Google Translator thing. That was like, this was confirmed with conversation with Thai people and stuff while I was offline. Yeah, I had help, a little bit of help. I'll fully admit that, but I wanted it to be correct. I didn't want it to be like, oh shit, I got it wrong, and I have to redo the graphics, and then like I have an embarrassment of like someone's like, oh, that's good, but you got it wrong. It doesn't mean that. I literally like sent it to someone like, are these correct? And they're like, actually yes. I had Perplexity corrected for me. Like I tried to translate with Google, and it was wrong. They're like, yeah, that's correct in some context, but the one that you're looking for is not. So you need to say it like this. I tried it, and I asked a friend, they're like, correct. So there we go. I think that's better. Anyway, yeah, the image text is high. I hope that shows you guys that I'm dedicated to what we're doing over here. I'm not a visitor. I'm a resident here. And I plan on us integrating. And it's also, by doing that, I'm saying that you know, Thai people are welcome and encouraged to join here and hang out. For sure. Just like how the Dutch were really interested in watching me run around Amsterdam and explore their culture and stuff, which a lot of them told me that it gave them a different perspective on something that they never thought twice about. I'm hoping that I can do that in Thailand. You know, that was a unique thing. There was a side effect that was unintended, I'll admit, of my streams. Like, people were like, actually, like, this gave me a different point of view on my own country. And I'm like, holy shit, man, I never set out to do that, but that's like a really cool thing to do. Like, actually make people think critically in some ways with my content. I'll take it. Good gravy. Oh shit, PG, what up, PG? Good morning, such afternoon, and other time zones. Yes. I missed that chat, I'm so sorry. Let me grab a drink. Okay. Grab something. Every time. You think Hi Ray, hope you're doing good. Did I miss the big changes? No, buddy, you're just in time for the big changes. Oof, you're banned. No, I'm kidding. No, dude, so the big changes, the big old rebranding on my channel. If you take a look at my about tab, my offline screen, all that kind of jazz. Also, I'm multi-streaming on Kick. So you can actually see me, you can actually see my stream ad-free on Kick. To watch them, oh, this is fucking awesome. Like, when my bot drops those timed commands, like the Instagram command, it drops it on Kick too. It does it on both platforms at the same time. That is so fucking cool. I love that. I just got done implementing my streamer bot setup all the way into Kick now. So Like all my time commands, all that shit works. It's amazing. Welcome back, Bavarius. Thank you, Ice Clears, for the follow over there. That's awesome. Glad to hear it. I need all those. I need all of the follows I can get. Yeah. Gosh, I wish I could make this overlay smaller. Damn it. There's too much crap on Stream Elements. Maybe if I hit that button. Oh yeah, that shrinks it a bit. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's better. Gosh. New follows, by the way. Orchard House, JJ Granite, Mecha Toker, Atal, Shrati81, that's a lot, and of course Ice Clears. Guys, thank you very much. Welcome in. I don't like to call out followers too much, and you won't see me doing that much. But in my new streams here that I'm doing on Kick and stuff, I will say thank you every once in a while and stuff, but I'll probably go back to not acknowledging. But it's only because I'm fully aware that like I as a viewer of streams don't really like it when like a fucking overlay blast happens and they interrupt their content, so thank you for hitting the follow button. It's a little bit like, alright. Like I prefer to follow offline so I don't get that attention, you know? So there's that. But so I don't really call people out too much on it, but just want to say thank you to the new followers today over on Kick. To everyone who's watching me over on Kick, thank you so much. Your tab being kept open adds to my Kick partner program income calculation. So the more of you that have a tab open for me or are watching on Kick, the more of you contribute to me actually getting a better hourly pay. It's fucking wild. Let's go, man. It's amazing. I love it. I love it. I feel like I have a future again with streaming. It seemed like it was drawing to an end, to be completely honest. And that is what you missed before Ice Clears, was that like my last stream on Twitch was the worst stream I've ever had in my life. It was fucking depressing. There was zero chat. It was like I started streaming on a new account, you know, with no title or tag. Freaking bizarre. Yeah, I don't know. So I decided it's time to start multi-streaming. It's time to start looking at other platforms. Let's see, where did some of these people go, even? Where did these viewers go? A lot of them went to Kick, that's for sure. A lot of them jumped ship straight up. That is a fact. But there were some issues that I had with streaming on Kick. Not moral issues, just technological issues, really. Congrats on the multi-stream, buddy. Thank you. Thank you, Veneer. Dude, I have the Kick Partner program, so now we're just on that hourly pay for streaming. I have no idea what that looks like or how much that's gonna be. I guess we'll find out after this stream. I saw some streams where viewers were like Textone or XQC or Asmongold were looking at their partner program earnings mid-stream, like 1 hour into it, but my dashboard doesn't update like that, so I don't know what they're doing. I don't know. Join us, Twitch people. We're not as toxic as most people say we are. No ads here. Yeah, Bavarius, I don't know if you saw my Discord post, but I mentioned that in there. I said like I had like a little Q&A there in my Discord post that I made the announcement, and I said that like my moderation team is the same as the one that's over on Twitch. And I'm going to continue the same practices that we did on Twitch in terms of curation of the community and making sure that there aren't any bad actors or dickheads. You know, do the same shit. I don't want the tone to change that much, you know? I mean, there's a few things that I'm happy that we're able to say on Kick, but right now I have to abide by Twitch rules as well, so really I don't... The thing is, as far as like the code of conduct on Twitch goes, I've never really been at odds with it. I've always been okay with it. Like, you can't do this, you can't do that. Okay, that makes sense. It's fine. Whatever. I've never dreamed of wanting to do that anyway. You know? Like, you know, things you can't say or do. It's, oh, don't be racist, don't be homophobic, don't be misogynist, and don't, like, you know, target people and harass them. Oh, I'm like, well, okay, cool, makes sense. I would never do this anyway. The streamer sets the toxicity in his or her chat. That's true. And a lot of people say, like, oh, I went live there and it just kind of blew up with a lot of negative stuff. It's like, yeah, but because you don't have a community yet. A lot of people go to the platform and they go to the bottom of the streamer list and the one viewer stuff and just go in there and spam them with weird shit, you have no curation whatsoever, no followers at that point, and it's like you got the mixed bag right there, and over time it's going to start to reflect, so that's just how it was on Twitch too. It's just that Twitch has better moderation. It just automatically deleted a lot of bullshit that you wouldn't want, you would never see in the first place, D-Live? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about D-Live, man. I don't wanna spread myself too thin. But one thing is for sure, Australia, one place that I will add to this lineup if they get their shit together, and I heard it's happening, X. I will live stream on X if they get that whole live streaming platform squared away. I'm gonna do that because I feel like my content works well there. I think people would love to see travel and outdoor and learning Thai content on X. It would be a great place for it. Fantastic, man. So I'm looking forward to that possibility. Like I'm waiting for that to happen. Osmond Gold made this tweet saying that should happen, and he made an offer to X, and then Elon responded and said, let's do it. And then I've heard already that they've had a meeting and talked about it and stuff, so he said, like, let me be a consultant and tell you everything you need to do to get this on par with other platforms and make it destroy other platforms. Like let's do this, and boom. He said yes, so I'm very interested in doing that, for sure. I will, as soon as they make that a thing, I will start going live over there for sure. I tested with going live over there before. It doesn't get much traction or pull. It makes sure that you get put on that pink bar up top if you follow me on X. That's kind of cool. It's like a guaranteed reminder that you exist at the top of your X if they follow. But that also might be a double-edged sword. It might annoy people, So, like I said, I think I'll wait until we see what happens with Asmon's changes, Let's see if it happens for Marius. I'm down. I think it would be amazing. Elon's definitely the guy for it. He's the guy right there. Yeah, and he has been known to tweet this exact kind of shit. Project and result.
Leaning into the gun at the party game.
Like if we had an Elon figure or Elon himself actually get that squared away on X. Let's make that one of the first things we do. What is the everything happening action on there? In terms of feeding and running the number that gets and then people can actually deliver. He was listening to an interview regarding his rocket and took his advice. You just can't hate the guy. No, plenty of people hate him. But it's only for political reasons. Before he started dicking with politics, everyone loved him. The fucking Tesla was the wave of the future and everyone was buying one, and now people are burning him because he started working with the government, He ended up streaming his own gaming. That's fine. And the channels I follow in Kick that have toxic chatters don't moderate chat. Yeah. The thing is, I want to have a little bit more of a relaxed approach to moderation here as well on Kick, but not to the point where I allow fucked up shit, but to the point where I want to, I want people to be allowed to crack the jokes they crack, but at this moment I have to make sure that, we don't put anything crazy on the overlays, I have already commands for clearing the overlays for all platforms right away. If something is said that's inappropriate, it goes. So that's chill. For me, it's more about getting it out of the overlay, and as long as, I don't mind people being dirty or being raunchy and all that other kind of stuff, or making dark jokes and shit, as long as it's not directed at other viewers or at the stream. Actually, towards myself, I'm not really that big of a, I don't have that big of a problem with it either, but, as long as you're not fucking with guests, fucking with, some nice person who comes up and is curious about the stream, they're like, oh, look at your hair, just some shit like that, that's not nice. I don't like that kind of stuff, But I'm all about dark humor and comedy, though. I like that. As long as we're not fucking with people who aren't in on the joke. You know what I mean? If you're in on it and you know about it, like me, I'm in on it. I know what's up. You know what I mean? But Indian people, because they have noses, I don't know. But maybe don't type the punchline, because then I have to clear chat. Wait, go ahead, type it. Fine. I'm gonna clear chat as soon as you do it. Jesus, man. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Ay, ay, ay. Kick yours. Hey, man. He's on Twitch as well. It was semi ago. No, it's exactly what I said that I don't want. If they don't have a chance to be defending themselves or be in on it or something like that, it's not okay. You know? So there, it's a perfect example of showing what I do and don't like around the limit of what I like. Just cleared so fast, I said, beautiful, I love it. I already had the clear command ready and I thumb over the button. I was like, it's okay. No worries. That's why it's there. It clears it on all platforms. It clears all chats and it clears. Actually, I don't know if it clears kick chat, but it doesn't matter. Oh, do stuff. That's okay. Like I knew it was gonna happen, and I was like, let's this will be our sample. You can rewind on kick. That's fine. You can rewind on Twitch now too if you're a sub or some shit. Paywall. It's paywall. So it's so funny they made paywall for subs for rewinding, but it has to do with how the ads work and shit. Like, yeah. Okay. So all you've done is reveal another reason why ads are bullshit. And also, how come YouTube doesn't have a problem with it? Why YouTube has figured out a way to run a respectable amount of ads? You know, like YouTube's had rewind and ads forever. How come they have it? And you know what I mean? Like, what's going on? No. Yeah. Good times, man. Good times. Oh, it's so weird seeing my new sub icons in chat. It's very different from what it used to be, man. For 4 years, I had the same 6 icons, and now we have a whole mix. We have a whole mix of stuff, you know? And they're all Pepe's. It's adorable. I love it. That's the best, man. I wanted Thailand Pepe emotes for a long time, and I knew that like by the time I moved here, I need to make it happen. And then 3 months after I moved here, I made it happen. Classic Redempto style. So, by the way, in case you're wondering what I'm smoking, I have 2 different kinds of weed right now. One of them is called Monkey something. I'll call it Monkey Nut Fuck. I don't know. Monkey Nut Fuck, I don't know. And then the other one is Lady Z, which is very strong in Z-type terps. Smells amazing, tastes amazing. Tastes like Z rosin that I've had in the past. It's very nice, very good. Indica, so I'm not going to fuck with it right now. But this got me ripped. Good shit. You had Jesus Christ yesterday? That sounds amazing. Amazing. Man, oh man. Oh fuck. I gotta make an MJ Arsenal panel for Kick. I got a MJ Arsenal discount code. I can actually advertise that on Kick. Hell yeah. If you guys like MJ Arsenal, go hit it up. Hit exclamation mark MJ. I've been with them for a long time, and I can really actively talk about them on Kick actually. I can make some more commands and shit like that for that, and make a panel for it. That's gonna be chill. I forgot about that. Need more Pepe emotes and Kick. Yeah, I'm on it. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. We'll get there. Don't worry, we'll get there. We will get there. I need to completely update my emotes on Kick because my emotes there, a lot of them are still the old ones from like more than a year ago because like for example like my 420 7-Eleven one isn't on there, stuff like that. I need to get those. I need to get those on there. I have to, you know what? Add it to the reminders list. also going to slowly but surely bring back all of my alerts. Like, I have sound alerts, obviously, but I'm talking about my effects, the channel point redeems, stuff that was more than just a slap in the photo, barrel roll, all that jazz. We're bringing them back. I was kind of holding off on bringing them back because Kick API was not a thing yet, and I was like, man, once I start multi-streaming, I'm gonna have everything all together in one go. I have a channel point effect running over here as well. I want to have that going, you know, and then I'm gonna make them all work again. So that's what we're gonna do. I have to sit down and redo them all for 2K. So that's one thing that I have to do. And I might actually switch my canvas to 4K and see if it works. I'm gonna do a test stream and see if that'll function. And if so, then I'll just redo it all for 4K. Because we can stream in 4K on Twitch. It's like, if I'm gonna keep it open, I might as well give you guys the best quality possible. My camera's already at 4K, bro. We can already do it. I have enough sims and routers to pull it off. So also, Rational IRL of Bellabox, !Bellabox, told me that they are going to be starting very soon allowing 4K streaming and having like a new version of Bellabox that actually allows for like pushing on much higher bitrate and stuff for 4K. And he told me that when they get that started, he will add me to the beta for that so I can use it right away. So we will push a 4K quality canvas through OBS, everything in 4K. And of course, for Kick, it has to get switched down to 1080 for now. Eventually, there'll be 4K, I'm sure of it. And then we can push 4K on Twitch while we multi-stream. You know? Let's do it. What up, Everin? Welcome to my Kick stream, dude. With the Kick Burger program. The start of a beautiful relationship between me and Kick, I hope. It's good for you to have a new project like this to inspire you, and the secret of attraction chat is just you. When you're inspired and feeling it, you're more fun. Thank you. I love that fun with you. Thank you. Well, you know, to be honest, man, a lot of the stress and problems that I've had with life have stemmed from Twitch running itself into the fucking ground. Every single time Hassan interviews a terrorist or says that 9/11 was good, viewers from Twitch just leave, just goes away. Like, then they do something like raise the prices of stuff to cover the losses and shit. And they just like start pumping Streamer University and shit, let people beat the shit out of each other on stream and the university stream and shit like that for attention and stuff. Like, they're just making up for it that way. But then when people who watch genuine streams, they're sick of Twitch. They're sick of it. They're sick of opening up the platform and the carousel as people punching each other in the face and weird shit like this. Just dumb shit, man. It's all this drama and people showing their ass and stuff. It's like, yeah, that shit's on Kick as well, but you can also block it out of your feed. They added that shit a long time ago. So like this is every fucking time something like that happens, I notice it in my out it makes a difference. It makes a difference for me. Yeah, I saw his favorite flag. I saw that. That was fucking. Okay, look, it's not even like taken out of context. The way to say that this guy is what the fuck are we doing? What are we talking about? Twitch lets them say whatever you want. Do you see that video where they're like, happy birthday? Like, oh my god. Dude. What the fuck? Same vibe as a journalist beheading video is the one where Dan Clancy is forcing all the Twitch employees at gunpoint to sing happy birthday to us. Same vibe. Same energy, man. What the fuck, man? That shit blows my mind. I don't get it. And I've always had a no politics stance on my streams. It's right there in my chat. When you come here as a first-time chatter, boom, it pops up. What's the first rule? No politics, no religion. Keep that shit to yourself. Check your baggage at the door. This is not a place to come to be like, my life is falling apart. I think I'm gonna die, and I can't take it anymore. This is not a place to come and do that shit. It's not fair to however many people who are watching here for a good time to suddenly play your therapist. It's not fair. You know, it's like, while we definitely empathize, it's not the place for it, you know. Fuck that, I would never participate. Yeah, it's crazy, right? The government is falling into the Netherlands, by the way. Yeah, but it happens every year, bro. It happens every year. Do you remember when Martin Rutte stepped down, and if you are here, you can say which time? But he finally stepped down, but like, eventually, like every time they would step down and then re-elect themselves and then just start the debate again and with a different result. Guys, so you guys understand how this works in the Netherlands? To break it down and like explain like I'm 5. when they have a parliament, they have all these different parties that that make up a few of the seats in the parliament. It works a bit like the Senate or the House of Representatives a little bit. It works kind of like that, except a little bit more like the Senate in that like one party can have more seats there than the other, which will sway the votes on important matters, right? Maybe this isn't being explained like you're five, but explain social studies. Okay, so they have way more parties in this too, interest groups and stuff that get seats in the parliament. So they have matters that get brought to the parliament that they have to agree on. They have to pass something. They have to say yes or no to something. And if they cannot come to an agreement, then they have to dissolve the parliament. You can't just be like, we don't agree, moving on. Nope, that means that they have to fucking dissolve it, and everyone has to decide to put people back in the seats and to put someone in to create a new parliament that does agree on something. They have to move it on. They have to reformulate it to make it something so they can agree on this thing and move on with life. But that's kind of how it works in a nutshell. Not exactly like that. There's more subtleties to that. But this shit happens like every other year in the Netherlands. It happens all the fucking time. I've seen it happen many times. In fact, they've had government shutdowns in the United States. It's a similar thing. It doesn't mean that the government stops processing, and it doesn't actually do anything because there's still like there's the Tweede Kamer, which is what shuts down. It's the second chamber of the government. But the first chamber, the Eerste Kamer, that stays going. That's like the main branch of government that runs everything and stuff like that. That's above that stays in function and stuff like that. So it's do you see what I mean? Like it's the same like here. Like there's a shutdown, but like it's not like they shut off the power at the White House and kick everyone out of the fucking Pentagon. It's, you know, it's like it has to do with like the whole like the parliamentary process of passing things and stuff like that. That's all it is. And it freaks everybody out every time, especially like from areas I believe here in the Netherlands. But a lot of people like hear that on the news. Like, did you hear the Netherlands government shut down? And they're just imagining like cars being flipped over in chaos and shit like that. Like, believe me, more chaos happens after a World Cup game than after a government shutdown in the Netherlands. It's nothing. It's just a political thing, and they'll have a new government soon. But really, there's still a government. They just gotta shuffle. They're playing musical chairs, bro. They're just playing musical chairs in the parliament. That's all it is. No big deal. But then it goes on the news for the dummy to click. I don't mean you're a dummy, but a lot of people would still click on what the government shut down. They're hoping to click and see a thumbnail of like people throwing Molotov cocktails and shit. You know? Only when Ajax and Rochdale was going on, or whatever, or Ajax and anybody, or Netherlands versus Netherlands versus Israel. That happened once. That was fucking weird. The kids. This just almost feels like Twitch wants to be more edgy like Kick, and Kick wants to be more mainstream chat. Yeah, it feels like Kick has changed their tone since the first year that they were a thing. At first, they were bad boys. They were bad boys at first, and now they show that they're not okay with people being dickheads on their platform. They've stopped boosting that so much. It's become less of a talking point online, and you're seeing more normal streamers over there. A lot more legit streamers who brought with them their legit normie community of people who don't want to see people spray paint fucking logos on national monuments and stuff like that. They want to see normal shit, and I think that's good. That's something I was taking a look at, and it's like, wow, it's nice to see that their tone changes, because that was one of the big reasons that kind of kept me from doing it. The last time I stopped streaming on Kick, if you take a look, it was around April or May or something of last year. And the reason for that is because fucking that one kid put a loaded gun to his girlfriend's head on stream on Kick, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? And it wasn't until it went viral on social media that guy got banned and they took action and stuff. And I think that was also a wake up call for Kick. They're like, okay, shit's about to get 4chan in a second here. We need to watch out. And I think they cleaned up a bit. And to me, like, that's a good sign. And that's where I was like, now that I saw that things have changed from that, I'm a little bit more happy about being over on Kick. Actually, a lot more happy about being over there. So, I'm happy to be here. If you guys will have me, I'm really happy to be there on Kick. I love it. It's cool. The tone has changed, man. Not as wild as I thought. Yeah. No, it's crazy. No, that guy's crazy. I can't believe he has the following he has. And right now, at this point, he's like the lowest ranked political streamer on Twitch. people are starting to realize, man, he's bleeding viewers because of his viewpoints and shit, and he's got proven view botting too, because he had like fucking 17,000 viewers, and then he was like talking for like 30 minutes, and then suddenly it went to 80,000 out of nowhere. Bro, just add 60,000 viewers out of nowhere. Bullshit. 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 Even for him. There's a fucking huge clip of it. XQC calls anyone out who is view botting a few streams, but yeah. Yeah, it happens all the fucking time. I don't think of XQC view bots. I know that he legit has that viewership because everybody I know who knows Twitch knows XQC, and they're like, oh, they're always talking about him. That he's such a staple there. Like, and he's been around for a long time on Twitch. Can't stand his time, no one can. Except for fucking dick grinders, man. They're the worst. They're the absolute worst, man. But listen, he rode that wave of like, a lot of people defaulted to him because of woke. That's a thing for sure. Defaulted to him because of woke. And, you know, because of his stance with Palestine and stuff like that. But then he started floating, like, you know, a lot of people's thing was like, you know, we want war to stop. And his whole thing is like, yeah, we want, like they're right in what they're doing. We want more of it. They deserve it. Like, all that other shit. And, like, I think a lot of the woke people, like, to their credit, to be as charitable as possible, their whole thing is like, it would be really nice if everyone stopped killing each other and everyone could live in harmony with each other. That's kind of what we're all hoping for. Obviously, it's Bigcopia, but it's like what everyone's hoping for. But his whole thing was like, no, they're right. They deserve to do this. Like, and that's a little bit crazy, man. That's a little bit intense. That's too much. You know, it's way too far. Way too fucking far. It's insane. He's not for peace. He's for revenge and fucking... and like fucking running at you with a machete and shit. It's fucking crazy shit. I'm not okay with it. The stuff that he's inside, I've seen way too many clips, whether they're in or out of context. There's way, how the fuck can be taken out of context that many goddamn times? It can't be right, man. There's no way. There's no way it doesn't work like that, you know? You know what I mean? There's no way that there's a fucking innocent explanation for the 100,000 fucking clips. Like, oh, what is the explanation for him saying that his favorite flag was the Hezbollah flag? Whatever it is. However it's called, Hezbollah flag. Isn't that little tiny guy? That's my favorite flag. It's just like a little flag with that tiny guy on it. A flag with him like kicking a cat. That's my favorite one. Oh my god. Then double and triple it down and say no, but I didn't mean that. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And then like, yo, anyone who disagrees with him, he just calls them like, they're just like anti-Arab or something like that. Every time, like, it's crazy. I've seen him do that to streamers that are pretty fucking moderate, that don't really have that kind of stance whatsoever. I've seen him call out VTubers that are pretty chill, like, dude, he's a cartoon persona. What the fuck do you mean he's anti-Arabic? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's a cartoon. Bro, like, there's no way he's serious. Like, come on. He crashes out all the time with the dumbest shit, you know? So, and you know, I don't normally mind when that kind of stuff happens. I don't really care. Who cares? Like dummies crashing out on Twitch or Kick or anything like that, you know? I think a lot of people watch it because they enjoy those crash outs and enjoy him saying dumbass shit and then getting fallout for it and then watching him try and weasel his way out of it. They like watching it, you know? Hate watching. I don't watch his content. I just see when he posts his shit or when fucking Dan Can't Stream posts his shit. I love those guys. It's fucking hilarious. And a lot of times, like, their stuff is also factually incorrect. They'll be like, here's proof that he's like an actual, like, doing this and that, whatever. Like, sometimes they'll accuse him of stuff. It's like, well, I'm pretty sure he didn't do all that, but it's still funny enough. Yeah. Same way as moderator said on stream about the American soldiers. Oh, you mean fucking... Oh, Akiva! Yeah, I fucking... cannot stand that person. I had to fucking block and mute them and mute their name on X because I was just so sick of it being a discussion topic and seeing the same memes of them over and over again. It's like I'm done with it, dude. I have family members who are in the Marines, you know, and for me, like, that was just a bit beyond things for me. That shit was a bit beyond, you know. That was a little bit like, oh my god, what the hell. Like, this is crazy. Like, this is so fucking crazy to see that kind of shit. Like, if this were any country but America, they would call it treason, you know? Really, if you were to say that shit in Thailand, if you were to say that shit in Thailand, if there was a war that they were involved in, blah 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 blah, and you said that shit about soldiers, that would go viral, and they would have your fucking head. You know that you would rot in jail for that kind of shit. You're not allowed to say that kind of shit out here. Like, it's insane, and like the very people you're disparaging are the people who fought so that you can have the ability to sit there and eat Cheetos and say that you hope that they have a bad life after fighting for you. That's crazy. Like, one thing I can say for sure is that my cousin, he went to the Marines for the free school, and it was before any kind of war was declared or anything like that, because my family's not rich, and like you can get like school programs if you serve, if you do like the whole boot camp and training and all that stuff, become part of the reserves and stuff like that. And he's like, oh, what are the odds I'll go to war? And then of course he ended up going. He was served in Iraq for 4 years and stuff as a Marine. Fucking insane. Saw some crazy shit. But that was never his intention, but he fucking went there and he did it because his country called on him to do it. And not because like, oh, I want to go over there and go hurt people and stuff like that. He did it because he had to. It was his duty, and if you don't, you get in trouble. So why the fuck would you wish harm on those people? Like, what is wrong with you? And also, shame on Twitch for allowing that. And this is old news. This shit happened ages ago. But that shame on them for that shit. That is just fucked up, man. It's just fucked up. I always had a real problem with that one. Like, that was, dude, what the fuck? And that right there is another instance where not only like her saying that and then not getting, like, she got a little slap on the wrist for it and that was it, and nothing else. Like, Twitch made almost no statement about it, but then they banned Tectone because he called her fat. Like, what the fuck? Are you serious? What the hell? Are you, like, how did that? Doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Like, make that make sense. What the hell is going on? What the hell? yeah, what the fuck?
And then back.
What are you talking about? What is going on? It's insane. It's fucking stupid, man. And this right here makes sensible people not go to that website anymore. You know? Twitch are using so much data on the HEVC VODs. Are the VODs HEVC? Because I thought the VODs are all, or did they just add 4K VODs, the 2K VODs? Dude, listen, for how much money they're taking from me to stream over there, and out of my income and stuff like that, you know what? I'm gonna make their servers work. They're gonna have to dedicate an entire blade just for my ass, dude, because I'm not letting go. Like, anything that I can pump into that platform, I'm going to. So with the next stream, I'm going to start pushing 4K over there. I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna switch over. That's fucking awesome, dude. I've been using HEVC for like, I don't know, 10 months or something now. I've been on the advanced broadcasting beta program. If you share something, you can watch it 2K right now. That's 40 minutes of content on the screen. I've been like that since Amsterdam. So, yeah, I know, I'm fully aware of it. I'm already on it. And the beta program is going to continue after that as well, because eventually we're going to get AV1 and all that kind of shit. And I want to be future-proof, so we'll work on getting ready for that and stuff too. Because, dude, I want to be able to pump the highest quality. So it's like, sure, you can go watch on Twitch if you want that real high quality. Right now I stream in 2K on Twitch. Soon Bellabox will have a beta program for having a higher bitrate being pushed through, which I'm very excited for. That'll be chill. Yeah, we'll see. Give it some time to see what happens. Next stream I'll try and push for 4K. We'll see what happens. Apparently all I gotta do is update my canvas. That means I'll have to update my overlays and shit like that, but it's like, I better do it now than later, because it's just gonna get more complicated as I add more shit to it. So you might as well turn it to 4K now, while I only have, you know what I mean? I think it's better to just do it now. Because like, whatever Twitch can support, I can just, my canvas on OBS can stay 4K, and I can just squish everything down before broadcasting. You know, like you can do like you can just downscale it for broadcast and keep the canvas in 4K. So it's honestly what I should have done from the beginning. Once I had like my 4K camera and all that stuff, I should have just started doing it this way from the beginning. Like also, like my camera does not support 2K, so right now what I'm doing is actually streaming in 4K on this camera and sending it to Twitch, or sending it to OBS, and OBS is squishing it down to 2K, you know? I'm a splooge on my camera, and I'm really sorry. Oh god, hold on, I have this stuff that I can spray. It's like muck off with a little cloth that you can wipe with, and it will clean my lens. That air was breathing on it, Will. Just gotta find where it is. Well, here's the clogs. So where's the liquid? Tell me it's in there. Oh, I don't want to open multiple drawers. Is it here? No. Found you, bitch. I have a bigger bottle of this floating around somewhere, but you ready? How's it feel, baby? Wow. Brown eye. Little squeegee with streaks on it, damn it. I wonder if I just sprayed Windex on your ass. How now? Well, it works way better. Sure, okay.
Be the main person that pulled out. That screaming inside the cat.
That's better. Kick TV. It's warm in here. So, bad news. One of my air conditioning units out of the two is not functioning, let's just say. It only works as a fan, and it blows warm air. This bitch, the main one. So, again, tomorrow, easy door, what up, Wolfman? Tomorrow at 3 o'clock I have an appointment. For that to get fixed. But right now, this one's on. You're hungry? You said I am hungry. I should eat. Let's order some food in a minute. Oh, no. It's just so warm. It's like the hottest part of the day right now. It's like 35 degrees outside. And one of my air conditioning is not working. It's all good, right? Hell yeah. You know it is. You know it's all good. Dude, how the fuck do you land using a Kick TV? You must have been here like a day open. Like, oh shit, I know what I'll take. Kick TV. Imagine like signing up for Twitch and taking the name Twitch TV. You have this game plan already. Insider trading. Fucking you! You crazy Dutch Albert, thank you for gifting a sub to Kick TV. Thank you for gifting a sub to Kick TV, bro. Holy shit. PTSD, yo, laying in bed and the sub goes off. Christ's sake, man. Living over in the city of cocaine. I need to clean my windowsills. Ugh, Jesus, fuck. Good lord, that's filthy. I'll do that now, dude. This is disgusting. Holy fuck. Never noticed that. They're usually closed. And I'm trying to think, have I ever done that before? Let's hope the answer is no. I guess you're gonna come in. Stand up. Like the bowling pin. Knock down. Just to wear it. it's so beautiful. It was really nice. But these curtains, you know, you can really do much with it. Much you can do about it. You're gonna get new curtains. But it's such a beautiful corner space, right? It's in Northland here. It's fucking cool. One of the first having a corner here. There's a dead bug here. You know what? I know this is like not the most compelling stream content, but I live here. I have no one plans at the pizza. And I'm noticing still that it's kind of embarrassing when looking at my window. Oh god, you're already on it. Well, spoiler alert. I have to get the pizza. Here's Steve. Unfortunately, the rubber seal on this is starting to crack. Not my hands. Feel a little bit better about seeing back on kid. What up, ping pong? How you doing? How's it going? Welcome in, buddy. And Everett, thank you so much for giving all these subs. Very kind of you, man. Appreciate you. Great show. Thank you for giving a nice warm welcome to the new people here, or the people who have subbed or stopped in now that we're starting to do regular multi-streaming on there. I can't clean the glass on the outside. You know. Gingerbread house. Yo, you were there. Thank you for watching that. That was the last stream I did on Cake. You know why I did that? Because you know what? Then I'm gonna do something different because Twitch viewership was really bad a year ago as well. And I wanted to try it over there, and that was a fun stream. But bro, I got 0 subs that day on Cake. It was basically I did a flat 0. maybe I should think about 75 to 100 euros on FA in transport and buying all this stuff to make it. But it's like, that's fine. It's fine. It's not like I'm complaining about that. But it was like, man, I wanted to try to do something somewhere else, and I was a bit upset with how Twitch was going. I did it over on King just to do it elsewhere, and it became like such a nothing event. But it was like, man, like, I don't think I don't have the luxury to try and build over here because it's just so, it's like starting from zero. You know what I mean? It was such a huge problem for me. It was tough, you know. It was a tough year last year on Twitch. I wanted to try something different, but it was like, man, if you could go like this, then within 1 month I'll be through, you know? So I have to, I don't feel like I can do it. Also, I didn't want to multi-stream unless I was able to provide a one-to-one experience on all platforms, which I wasn't able to do last year, but now I am. Like a big guy who needs to do a bit more. That's fucking awesome. Because all of the kids get feel good. No, I'm in it now. I have the kid partner program. I'm in it now. Congratulations, Reyeto. I am in the Kick Partner program. This is my first stream in KPP right now. Thank you for watching, buddy. Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, what? Kijk, deze. Kijk.
Sorry, looking much nicer.
Ja, deze. Kijk. Ja, wat ga ik nou in één keer binnen? Ja. Leuk, hè? Lief, hè, Verline? Ja, maar... Maatje, als je grote pek hebt, zeg je dat tegen mij. Ja.
Very excited about this, very happy. You know, I just saw the Outlook goal news, and I was like, yeah, I actually qualified for this week. So I wanted to see if they're going to get my ass. I was going to chat.
Nou, dankjewel. Oppas,
Very grateful. Very grateful. I'm not really hearing to be a successful streamer or anything like that. What they've done is they've given me a chance to be able to support myself while I study. To continue doing this craft, even though I won't be able to take as many hours as I used to. I can definitely pull 100 hours a month. Easy. That's not a problem. But, you know, if it's like, if the only income is the chance that people might subscribe to you or support you, then that's a little bit too much of a gamble to like put all of my eggs in that basket and you know, do that for a living. Maybe it'll work out. If my community is great, but it's not established like that where I can say that for sure with a little bit of overhead even that I can sustain myself. Like I can't say that. It's just not anymore anyway. It used to be different. Boy, like 2 years ago, holy shit, dude. Holy shit. You understand, the most I ever made in 1 month on Twitch, and this is Twitch, by the way, I never really had more than like 350 viewers. I made like 6,500 euros in 1 month on Twitch, just from Twitch income. You use that to go around the world, you know? That was crazy. And you want it was a result of something that did with you want to know why? So, invented the government system for creating Twitch ad incentive program. The ad incentive program was they would give you in your panel 3 options. And the options would run X amount of ads for X amount of hours per month. And you would be guaranteed this flat rate. Plus extra, whatever your ad revenue is on top of it. And I was getting at first offered like, oh, we will give you 600 euros if you run 5 minutes and do 60 hours of training a month. And I was like, all right, bad. I do like 60 hours of training a month. Like, we can do that. And so I ran it. I did it. And it was great. And then the next month it was like, yeah, well, we can do it. All right. And then at one point it was like, we will give you 3,800 or 4,200 euros or some shit like that to run 8 minutes of ads and do 100 hours of streaming a month. And I'm like, okay. Because like it was an automated algorithm that was based on the amount of streams or viewership and how much was being served and stuff like that. And if you met that and exceeded their expectations and stuff, the next time they would offer you more money. They did this for a whole year. And one month they made almost $7,000. And it was like 80% ad revenue. 80 fucking percent. It was crazy. It was crazy. That was like the first 2 months. And then they went right back down. And then after that, the fucking changed and they turned the program. Okay, they changed and they stopped doing it. They stopped giving those amounts and stuff. And they started making like, no longer are you taking these 3 different things. They made it from sliding scale, 6 this much. If you do 5 minutes of that, then they'll guarantee you 5% ad revenue to it on every ad. You don't know 55% of what? They don't tell you what those ads are, how many ads you're on. They don't tell you that stuff. You don't know it. You know? You get your daily ad revenue on $600 a day. So listen, man. When I ran on Twitch right now, I run 22 minutes and 30 seconds of ads an hour, and 24 hours straight for 24 days, and I made about 1,500 euros an hour. That's not very much. That's not very much. We're talking about perpetual online and a little bit of that. Succeed. Not right. Not noble. A lot of the time we're going through this experiment, like, is this sustainable? The answer is no, it's not. Sustainable at all. Do it that way. What am I gonna get? I don't want to be a role model. Well, no one said he's supposed to be a role model. No one said he should be a role model. I don't know what we're talking about at all. Someone said that they saw his first change, but that didn't work. So again, I don't think he's a bad or good person. He's a person who plays World of Warcraft or whatever, and I don't think he's very cool. But like, putting a lot of energy into someone that is, for me, just as weird for people who put a lot of energy into saying this, like, training for basketball, blah, blah. Hanging on it everywhere. It's the opposite side of the same. Don't worry about it. You know, you stop interacting with them, you'll notice, and stop talking with them in algorithms. That's what I've noticed. And sometimes I get like super Christian fatigue on some streamer or topic, and I'll just think about it, just what for, and I'll like develop it, and I'll just never see it again. Oh, it's amazing. Goodbye. Now I don't get the updates on Captain Dickens and what they think about Israel and Palestine. Who cares? I don't think anybody should be going to any of these people for political discourse. It's not a place to go. Like, even Destiny, he's a fucking StarCraft player with blue hair and a wife who fucks everyone but him. So why would you listen to that guy for political information? Obviously a damaged person. Like, I don't want to listen to him about anything. I wish him well, but I don't think they're an authority. He makes good points, I guess he can argue, but I guess his job is to argue and make points. So, even a broken clock is right twice a day. And streamers be okay with ads and they're pushing it so hard. Yeah. Like, so, yeah, sorry about that, Everett. I was a bit distracted by my windows. Oh, it looks so much better now. So a lot of that was like, in the beginning, they showed me those ad incentive program offerings that were like, you know, fucking $2 grand and that kind of shit. And I was like, oh my god, chat, look, and I'll just show you guys my dashboard. Like, look at what they're offering me. And I was like, guys, they want me to run 8 minutes of, 8 minutes of ads or some shit. It's kind of a lot, but look at the payout, and let's decide as a community what we can do with that afterwards and stuff. And everyone was like, run the fucking ads, bro. Run those ads. Let's go visit other countries with that money. And that's exactly what we did. So, we took advantage of it while we were able to. We really did. We took advantage of it while we were able to. I can say that much for sure. That took us to so many countries. One of my routers is unhappy. What's going on here? Let's take a look. What is it? One of my routers was unhappy and maybe it's a little warm. Right, so when they were first offering those ad incentive things, everyone's like, fuck yeah, man, let's go, like, get on the ad incentive program, get the max ads running and stuff like that. Let's go explore